Hi guys, it's Mary Ellen. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be setting up my social media planner for the rest of the year. I'm going to explain everything in the video and why I'm doing it now and what I've used and what's not working and what I'm going to try. So if you'd like to see that, keep watching. Okay, I'm glad you're still here. So this might be kind of a long video, I'm not sure yet, but I've struggled with my social media planning this year. I've had a really hard time figuring out the best solution for my needs. I started out the year in an Erin Condren teacher planner, and it just never felt right. I used that until like May. And then I switched over because it felt too big and it didn't need all that space. And I wasn't really writing it weekly like I wanted to, like here and there, but not enough to keep me on track. And since I started Patreon this year, I've had a lot more to keep track of. And so I switched to a Happy Planner monthly. And this is what I was using. This is just a cover of a Happy Notes. I was using this. You can see there's a lot of use out of this. I'm not going to show you like everything, but let me see. I'll just show you what like the pages look like. So it looked like this, and this was working a little bit better. But I have noticed that, like, because I didn't think I needed a weekly, because I was writing some things down like in my regular big planner for social media, and I thought maybe I didn't need a whole weekly planner because I wasn't using it as much as I should. But I've been using this for a few months and it's worked better than the Erin Condren, but still I feel like I need more than this. Like, this is good for monthly checklists and stuff, but I just felt like I needed to be more on track weekly, because I would kind of be sitting around like, what should I do now? And then I just like look through my list. So maybe I could do this, but I think I need to plan more weekly, right? So, well, before I, let me backtrack. Before I decided I needed to plan more weekly, I decided this was way too much room for me, like space-wise. It felt too big. So I decided to switch to a classic size. But I liked the monthly layout. So I took the cover, the custom cover that the Happy Planner sent to me, and I kind of combined it with some of the of these monthly pages, because this is what I had that they had sent to me. But then I watched a video yesterday that Heather Kell put out, and she was using a dashboard layout. I think she's using a dashboard layout this year for her social media. And I was watching the way she put it together, and it kind of made sense to me that I needed to use a weekly page. And also I kind of liked the dashboard for it. So I decided what I'm going to do probably. I hope this like is, I can't find planner piece with this, but hopefully this will help. So I decided, okay, I'm going to keep the monthly layout, but I'm going to combine it with weekly dashboard layout pages. I'm also going to include these pages in it, because these are the pages I typically write when I'm filming a video. I write like the supplies, so that when I go to put it on YouTube, I know what products I used, so I don't have to go back and watch the video. And that's been working pretty good. So I'm going to take this and sort of Franken-plan it with this, which is a dashboard layout Happy Planner. Okay, so I'm going to have a monthly page each month, and then I'm also going to have weeklies. But I'm only going to be able to fit like, I'm only going to do from now until the end of the year. So I'm going to take some of this out. I don't need it to be that big. I want it to be really functional, and I want to be able to combine these products, but I also just think I don't want to like overdo it with too many pages. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to kind of fast forward this while I do maybe this part, because I feel like it's going to be really long. But the first thing I'm going to do is take out like a whole bunch of these, and we're just going to have until December, okay? And then I'm gonna insert some of these pages in here, and I might use some of these dividers from the planner that they sent to me because they're so beautiful. And I like them better than some of these, so I might switch some of the dividers out. I'm going to keep it on the rose gold disc because I love those, especially like with that cover. It didn't really match this. And I'm just going to combine it all together, and then I'll show you what I did. I know this looks confusing what I'm doing. I'm actually confused by it. Happy Planner, when they sent me the custom planner, they made a mistake and only sent me the monthly cover, the monthly dividers, but they didn't send me this stuff. They sent stuff for Happy Notes instead. Like, so they didn't send me the guts. So they shipped me the guts separately. So now I'm taking, so this is from the monthly planner, but I really like the dividers in this. So I'm taking, and I liked like how this is plain. So I'm taking these and I'm gonna glue this to this because I don't need this part because this is a classic vertical, which I'm not gonna be using. So I'm just gonna do this and Franken-plan it a little bit and glue that together. So now it goes right to that page. So I didn't do it for July and August because I've already written in July and August, and I started to do it and I thought that's kind of dumb because there's really no reason that I need to at that point because I'm really not going to go back and like use that. So that's what I'm going to do for each month. And then I'm going to have, like I said, a couple pages of these. I really only need, how many are on each? Maybe I do need like that many pages for the videos. And then I do want some paper, but like some lined paper. But I also, like I said, I want to start trying the dashboard, the weekly dashboard. So I am going to grab pages now. I am really confusing myself from this dashboard layout, and I'm going to put it in here. So, whoops, I ripped it. Oh no. Okay, so let me just show you what I mean. So for example, this is going to be the first week in September. Okay, I'm going to do the whole month, but just showing you. Okay, so it's going to go from, I hope you know what I'm talking about. It's from the monthly to the monthly layout to these pages that I'm going to write the products down. I'm going to have an extra sheet. Maybe I should glue this. Actually, I'm going to glue this to here. Okay. Let me do that now. I hope I'm not confusing you. But sometimes when you start Franken-planning different pages from different planners together, it can get a little bit confusing with the front and backs and stuff. At least for me, it's hard for my brain to work that way. But so I'm going to show you this first month, and then I'll do each of them like fast forward. That's a better idea than what I was doing. All right, so taking more pages out of that dashboard layout planner. So that's all the page. Whoa, that is bad. Look at that. I don't know why it's like that. Okay, so I'm going to put these in. I think in the beginning, now that I'm thinking, so this is why when I do these videos, sometimes, especially the setup videos, I don't really plan it ahead of time. I kind of want to sit down with you and plan it, and I don't really know what I'm doing completely ahead of time. So what I decided, and I was going to do it all fast forward to you, but I think what I'm going to do is start with September. I'm only going to put September in here this way, and I'm going to try it out in September because I don't want to Franken-plan the whole thing and then realize, hey, this dashboard layout's not working for me, so I'm going to try it for September. Okay, that is what I'm going to do. Now, at the end of September, I'm going to want a couple of blank sheets of paper. So I'm going to get some filler paper, and I'm going to take it from, let me see, I need some in the beginning of this planner for various reasons, and I'll tell you about that in a minute, but I'm going to get some filler paper, in my drawer, I have like a bunch of classic filler paper. And I'm gonna take a couple sheets. And there is a sheet here. Actually, this is really pretty. Maybe I should take sheets from that other planner. Let me see what I have back here. Okay, so that was the back of this one that looked like this. So I don't really want to take those pages because I might need those. So I am going to put a couple of, just one sheet really, of filler paper. And the reason I'm doing this, and I know that that's like not matching, but oh well. The reason I'm doing this is that every month we have a squad call and a squad Zoom call and a mentor Zoom call with the Happy Planner. And I like to use this section to take notes on those Zoom calls for those particular situations, just so that I have them in the month so I can know what happened in September. Okay, so the rest of it, I am going to wait. I'm not going to do the rest yet. I'm going to wait and see how this goes. So let's just take a look back at September. So I'm still trying to figure out what I should do on this like currently page for my social media planner. I've just kind of been doing miscellaneous notes. Sometimes I've been tracking income there, and I'm not quite sure what to do with that, if I'm being honest, because like I said, this is a work in progress. This is something that is hard for me, and it's just been this ongoing struggle all year long, but I really want to get it nailed down so I can be more productive. I've also been using my monthly calendar, and I'll show you that. And I don't know if you've seen any of those videos, but this is what I've been doing on my wall calendar, okay? This has been really keeping me on track. I plan out the videos for the month here. I color code, like blue is filmed, purple is edited and uploaded, and yellow is scheduled and the description's done on YouTube. So this has been really working for me. I don't know, I think what I might do this month, instead of putting it on the wall calendar, is put it into my monthly here, because I think that's going to force me to open this planner more and really use it to the best of my ability. So I think I'm going to force myself to do this rather than use the wall calendar. It's easy to just look over at the wall calendar, but that will force me to always have this open and always see what I'm doing with that. So right now, I think what I'm going to do is start planning for September, and I'll show you what I mean. I think it'll be a little bit better if I just show you what I mean rather than tell you. So I'm just going to set up this portion with you so you can see how I'm going to be using this. Each month, I've sort of used this section differently, so I'm a little unsure as to how I haven't nailed it down yet as to how I'm setting it up, but I'm going to try to do something a little bit different this month. So, and this is like trial and error. Things that haven't worked the months before, I'm kind of tweaking it so that this month is a little bit more productive. So this section here is going to be my Patreon exclusive videos. So if you're in the $20 tier on my Patreon, I give them extra content. So they get like about 2 extra videos a week. And I want to make sure I give them at least 1 a week, possibly 2 or 3 even. So I'm just going to like mark off the days that I post those so that I can kind of post them, make sure I'm posting them consistently. Okay, and then the next section, I'm just kind of peeking behind here to see what I did. Okay, so the next section is going to be Patreon posts, because I want to make sure that I give all my patrons enough content. So that might be like a sneak peek or a behind the scenes, or like a pictures of Bumble, or like you know, updates or happy planner sales or anything like that. So that's a Patreon post. I'm going to mark off when I do that, just so I don't go like a whole week without posting and realize, oh my God, I did not post on Patreon this week. So that's just going to help me keep track of that. And then the last one here is going to be my Facebook group posts, because if you're in the $15 or up Patreon, you get to be in my Facebook group, and I just want to make sure I'm posting consistently on there as well. Okay, so that's what I'm using that section for. Up here, let me get some colorful boxes here. I'm just going to use gold because why not? I know you know I don't like gold, but in this situation, I don't mind. It kind of matches this planner. So I'm going to put a few of these down just to label these sections, okay? And this is kind of starting to be like a little to-do list. I didn't really plan it to be that way because I usually have that over here, but I'm just going to leave that there. So I decided I needed to keep track of my sponsorships every month just so I can see what I'm doing and look back and see who I worked with. I don't know. So up here is going to be just a general to-do section or like a miscellaneous. This is going to be my Patreon to-dos. Over here, I guess this is going to be like affiliates, kind of. And again, next month, this might change if that's not working for me this month. Let me just peek back and see what I did over here last month. And the reason I'm not showing you this is there's some like confidential happy planner information on here that I cannot share with you. I also don't really feel comfortable yet sharing my income. Not that I make a ton, but it just feels very personal to me. So I'm not really sharing that right now. I may in the future, I don't know. So this section I was using for social media numbers, but I didn't really keep track of it in August, even though that's my goal. For now, I'm gonna do September 1st and September 30th, okay? And we're gonna do Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Patreon. So if I track the number of followers this way, I will know how many overall I've gained. And I'll probably like write it right here or something. Okay. This section here, I'll just take a couple more boxes. This section here is going to be former patrons. And the only reason I'm tracking this is because if someone on Patreon drops out, say they drop out September 10th, they've already paid for the month of September, so I don't want to take away any of their benefits until the end of the month because they already paid for that, so I want to make sure I don't do that. But if I write them down here, then at the end of the month, I'll be able to know who dropped out so I can know what, like, to take off, if that makes sense. Here, this is going to be new patrons, so I can make sure that I give shout outs. That one is just miscellaneous right now. I don't know yet. Down here is going to be products, which means companies that have sent me products, which could be different from a sponsorship. Okay, so this is set up for September. This is going to be my basic like overall monthly view, okay? And then over here, I'm going to track my income here. I was tracking it on the other page, but I think, let's see, what do I have here? So videos. I started doing like video ideas here. I wonder if there's a place for them here. I mean, I could put them there. I'm not necessarily going to track all my videos for the month. So I think in October, what I'll do is put, and I'll just write it here so I remember. So in October, I will put video ideas, because say in August. So the reason I have these written here on this page is because it's August right now, and I have like, I come up with ideas, and I do have like a big list of video ideas in the beginning of this planner, but I think, oh, I really want it, like if a sponsor reaches out to me or something, I'm like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna have to remember to do that in September. Also, I just have like certain ideas that I'm like, oh yeah, I really want to make these videos in September. So I'm putting them here, but I think I should be putting them over here. And then this page is going to be strictly income. Okay. So, but for now I am going to do a little chart. And I'm just like looking at my other one that I did over here. Just gonna take a ruler. You know what, I'm gonna get some washi tape here and just section this off so that it's separate. Okay, so now I'm gonna take another box sticker. And I'm gonna write September income. I also need to track my expenses somewhere. I'm not great at that. So I think, let me see. I don't have a whole lot of expenses, but I do have them sometimes. So I think maybe somewhere, maybe down here, maybe products can go over here, but somewhere I'm gonna need to track expenses as well. I'm gonna write it down here just so I remember. I know that's not a lot of space. I could also track it on the monthly page. I could track it on here. What if I tracked it down here? Well, let me see what the next currently pages look like. I'm getting confused again because of all of the combining of pages I'm doing, but let me look here. If I use this other dashboard layout planner, yeah, I kind of like, so this is what this one looks like. I kind of like this one better. And that's probably what I'll use for, well, wait a minute. Although I covered it up here though, didn't I? Shoot. I covered it up because it was the back of this and I was putting more pages in there. That's what gets a little bit tricky when there's stuff on the back and then you want to add things to your planner. Like sometimes that gets really tricky. All right, well, for now, I don't know what I'm going to do about that. But for now, I'm going to use this page. And so what I'll do here is use this section for expenses, okay? For now. And then when I use the other pages, I will switch that and put them somewhere else. So I'm not going to put them on that other page. again, thinking it through with you, and this is what you get. You get scatterbrained, Mary Ellen. Okay, so down here will be expenses. Because now that I'm thinking of it, I think I kind of want to track my income and my expenses on the same page. That makes a whole lot more sense to me. All right, so over here, we're going to make a little chart. I'm going to do an overview of affiliates here, like general affiliate income, but then I'm going to break it out down here into Happy Planner affiliate and Amazon. I use other affiliates, but those are my two main ones. And I sort of want to keep track of how much I'm making on those every month. But I also sort of want a total of all the affiliate income. So I think I'm just going to break that down separately. So then over here, I'll just do, wow, I cannot draw a straight line to save my life, even with the ruler. And this is like kind of big. I really don't need this gigantic section, but oh well. I'll know next month not to make it so big. What I could also do, since I'm not going to be using this section up here next time, what I could do is do income and then split it. That's probably what I will do. Income, split it down the middle, and then expenses over here. And then just do like a long chart for each. I think that makes the most sense. But for now, this is what I'm doing. Again, oh, whoa, you live and learn. It's all a process of figuring out what works for you. This is not working for me. I think it's this pen that's not great with the ruler. All right, and then total will be up here. The monthly total. Okay. So that is what I'm doing for the monthly currently page. Okay. Well, wait, I need to cut this out a little bit. Now I'm going to go through my first week with you and figure out what I'm doing on the dashboard page. Because like I said, I have not been planning weekly. I've been sort of like planning monthly and just sort of going from there. But I do think I need a weekly page. So we're going to try to figure that out too. And like I said, I'm going to start using this as well. And I'm still going to keep that color coding bit that I had on my wall calendar. I'm just going to have it more miniaturized in here. So I'm going to keep it all in here. And I think I'm going to like keeping it all in here because then I can look back on it and see what I did and it's all here. That makes me happier, I feel like. Okay. Like I said, these are going to be the pages where I list products that I used in each video. And I'll just do that as I do the video. I'll just write the name of the video up there. And it'll be sloppy and messy. I'll show you one from my other planner. This planner is like nitty gritty real life stuff. I mean, this is what my other planner looks like. That's what it looks like. So yeah, it is a mess. And that's probably what this one will end up looking like. All right, so now let's figure out this section here. So this is the first week in September. Can't believe September is just about here. Like I said, I was getting inspiration from Heather Kell and how she planned in this weekly layout. And I liked what she was doing. It made sense to me. So I'm going to like sort of copy some of what she's doing. and see if it works for me. So if you're watching this, Heather, thank you very much for the inspiration. I'm going to take some of these. This is going to be YouTube videos. So these are going to be all the ones that are posted for that week, just so I have an overview. Over here is going to be my filming section, and that's what Heather does, and it seems to work for her. So I'm going to try it out to film. So these are going to be all the videos that I'm filming this week. I'm definitely not going to film that many videos in a week typically, but once in a while I will film quite a few. So I'm going to try to list them out before the week starts. Now I got to figure out the rest of it. So what Heather does over here is she puts her Instagram posts here, and I think that that's a really good idea, and I think that's going to work for me because I do have like a pattern to my posts. I have like a white color, and right now like it does get a little bit confusing when I go to take photos and stuff, and like of the things I film, just to figure out like if it's going to be on the white or color. So sometimes that gets a little bit confusing. So I'm going to do some little icons here. And I do want to try to post 2 a day. I don't always do that, but I want to do that because I feel like I need to be more consistent. Some days I post like 3 posts on Instagram a day, and other days I post none. Most of the time it's 1 or 2, but I want to try to get a little bit more consistent with that. So I'm going to go in here and take some of these, maybe those, but let me see. Maybe these guys. I'm going to use some of these. I never use these little flags. Let's do it. So I'm just going to take a couple of these flags and put them on each day to represent the videos, the photos I'll be posting on Instagram. Okay, so now that that's in there, it does give me a little bit more room to write on each day for anything else I need to remember for that day. Say I have like a work-related Zoom meeting, or there's a happy planner sale I want to promote, I will write those down at the bottom here. I'm just going to decorate a little bit because that's what I do, and then I'm going to tell you what else I'm going to do with this. So I think I'm just going to use some flowers from the flower sticker book, because why not? Let's make it pretty. That is what I do, right? Even in my social media planner, but I'm not going to use a lot because I need more room to write in this than in my big, because my big is so large and I have a lot more to write about work related than home related. So I'm just going to use maybe these guys. These are cute. And let me see, what about something like this? Just over here in the corner. I don't like it in the corner there. How about over here? And it's not really a corner sticker, is it? Maybe if I combine it with something else. Oh, this one, that kind of looks better. Yeah, let's put that there. Like in my social media planner, I don't decorate a lot. I just throw down a few little stickers to make it cute. But I don't tend to decorate a whole lot in it. We might as well use this one since I have the other half of it. Let's just put it there. Okay, and then over here, I thought I saw like this cute little quote. I wanted to see what happens if I don't give up, and I thought I'd put it over here instead of this focus on thing. So I'm just whiting that out. I'll place it right on over there. And maybe I'll combine that with a little bit of flowers as well. Let's see. Maybe these ones that I wasn't going to use. I think I'll put it over it. Okay, that's slightly crooked, but I don't care. Again, the goal with this planner, since it's so functional, is to make it look cute, but don't, like, you know, worry too much about that. Just worry more about how I'm using it. Okay, so now I have to figure out what's going to go in these other sections here. So I'm going to grab more of these black boxes. And I think up here is going to be my Patreon to-do list for the week. And that's going to give me enough room for weekly things to do for Patreon. This is really bugging me here. I don't really like this. Not like it is anyway. Let's take it off and put it back on somewhere else. I think I'm going to trim this a little bit. I just kind of don't like this little section down there. So let's just trim it down. Just kind of make it wavy like the other side. Okay. That's better. Okay, so let me think what I'm going to put here and here. This is the only dashboard layout sticker book I could think of. I think there's another one. I don't have all of them though. So anyway, this one's the home body, and I know this is dashboard layout. So I found stickers that are going to fit these blocks. So I thought I would use one of those. I'm probably just going to use this one because it's kind of like neutral and it won't clash with the rest of my stuff. I'm going to put it here. I'm going to use this for like just a general to-do. I think I'll put another box sticker over it too. This is going to be like stuff that's not filming or Patreon. So like it might be like I don't even know, just other stuff like filming doodles, or you know, I know that's filming, but this is going to be videos. This could be like filming doodles or like doing something with affiliates or whatever. So anything else work related is going to go there. And then this section here I decided is going to be Happy Planner, like my mentor section. So if I have anything to do mentor wise, I think I'm going to move this down. If I have anything to do for the Happy Planner, it's going to go here. And I don't always have mentor stuff to do every week, but sometimes I do. And then this last section down here, I'm going to use for projects. So this is going to be, you know, as I told you before, I'm really trying to branch out and make some stuff and do some stuff for you guys, and I haven't had the time. So if I make a section down here just for projects, like extra special stuff, it's going to force me maybe to get that stuff done. All right, so I think this is good. I'm going to try this the first week. I might switch it up the second week depending on how this works for me, but I will report back to you guys at some point and let you know how it's going. because like I said, it's trial and error with this work planner stuff. It's not anything I've ever done before, and it's not comfortable for me. So, whoa, that is messed up. I'll just pull that off and leave that part there. Who cares? It's not something that is comfortable for me. It's not something I've ever done. It's not something I know about. So I'm really trying to learn. So hopefully this will keep me on track. If this works for this coming week, then I will do the same thing the following week, or I might tweak it a little bit. So just to recap, here we have what my September currently page looks like. That's going to change next month, like I said. This is going to be my videos. I have not planned out my videos for the month yet. That is coming soon. And I'll write each one. In fact, I can kind of like, well, I'll do it later, but every Monday is like a big plan with me. So anyway, here's my monthly. And this is going to be stuff I have to get done this month. It's not, and then what I'm going to do each week is look over here and think, oh, I really have to, you know, my Patreon to-dos, I really need to give shout outs this week. So I will check it off there and I will write it on here. Okay. And so this is like a general overview. And then we have these pages, which I explained before, and then my weekly. So I can already write in here, this is going to be a big plan with me. The rest of the weeks are kind of like, kind of the same, not always the same. So, all right. I hope this video was not too confusing and too crazy for you. If it was, I apologize, but hopefully you got something out of it. Let me know in the comments if you use a social media planner, if you have any ideas for me. And yeah, I guess that's about it. Stay tuned for Doodle of the Day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.